That big 3-hit game in his last one.
Hit hard up the middle. Walker dives. What a stop. Not in time.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Great effort out there, and if that's any other runner, he's going to get him.
One heck of an effort up the middle right there. You see him dive to pull this ball in, but his momentum is taking him away from...
Marcell Ozuna will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
2 out here and a runner at second.
Hey, wait for yours here.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, Simmons is one of those umpires.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Troy Young is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
McCutchen ranging back at the track, the wall, and this one is gone. A home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and that is 27 for him on the year as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now obviously this pace won't last, but man, he is hitting everything in sight.
Troy Young will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot towards the hole, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Boy, how much hotter is he going to get? He's got himself another 3-hit ball game, and that batting average is going to continue to climb even higher.
Marcell Ozuna will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases.
Right here, find the ball.
So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Martin Prado will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips.
Let it fly right here.
And there's the 4th wide one, so they'll go after the next guy with a force at any base here and 2 men gone. Justin Bour will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Swung on and chopped up the middle. A step on second for the force, and that'll do it. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Henry McNeil, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Time to get up and stretch here in Miami. It's the Marlins 1. And Troy Young will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Could be a big insurance run right there. You'll take anything you can get at this point, and that pushes a lead up to 3, so he'll be getting some.
Hey, we got no outs here.
Hit hard on the ground to second. To second for 1, and that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 3-0. Good night from Miami.
They left 6 men on base.
First opened back in 2012, a look inside the Mammoth Marlins Park in Miami. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Pittsburgh Troy Young gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right, and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he's in at second base with a first-inning double.
Batting fourth, right fielder. Here we go.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Has to be thinking strikeout here. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. Eric, we take a look at the Pirates as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, it's not going to be a 4-game sweep, thanks.
Oh, look at Alvarez.
By the ball.
He's out.
Oh, wow. Made it look easy.
2 outs.
Gregory Polanco stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the
Come on, big guy. Get
Troy Young walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And they start him out away with a cold strike.
Hey, need you right here, kid. Drive something.
And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Come on, kid. Get on for us. Here we go.
Grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Oh, baby.
Hit pretty well out to deep center field. McCutchen ranging back. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 28 on the season, and with it the Marlins are back even now at 1-1.
This guy's got to be at the point where he's thinking, do we really need to play another team after this? I mean, this is now 4 home runs for him in the series. You talk about a guy that looks comfortable up there, he's just having his way with the entire pitching staff.
Troy Young stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Well, the last time that was a fastball, and it didn't really look like he got all of it.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second home run of the game, and it gives the Marlins a 3-1 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Here we go.
Hit on the ground to short. To his left, Young. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Troy Young will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Hey, here it is. His 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Troy Young comes to the plate looking to do something only a handful of players have ever done. Hit 4 home runs in a single game.
And this is exciting, and I wouldn't doubt him at all, Matty. I mean, he's obviously seeing the ball really well right now.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 4th in the ball game, and it's now 7-4.
Incredible. I mean, if I wasn't sitting here, I wouldn't believe it myself. There are 4 home runs now in 1 game. In the history of baseball, this has happened like, what, 16, 17 times? What a show he's put on.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 7-4. So long from South Florida.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 7 runs.
Yes, I'm the Twins.
So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and 1 gone in the inning. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Just short, hit hard. Throw gets him 2 down.
Fuck, I hate that.
The batter, number 3.
And the Mets were given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man, Will Venable. Strike opposed, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Troy Young will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. A shot down the first baseline. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. Once this gets down the line, he's thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Wilmer Flores will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw gets him 2 down. Travis d'Arnaud will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Troy Young stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
Belted high and deep into right center. Ranging back is Venable. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. 32 now for the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, he painted himself into an almost impossible situation on the mound. The conditions were ripe, and you know, when you're facing a guy like this with the bases loaded, you just get that feeling.
So our situation has the bases loaded, 2 men out, and standing in now the left-handed hitting Will Venable. Trying to strike him out for the second time. To short. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More to come from Marlins Park right after this. Troy Young steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Venable ranging back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Hey, That's third
Stepping
due, huh?
in, David Wright. He drew a walk his first time up.
What away?
Popped high in the air. Young is there for it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
And his control's been real good here into the middle.
Troy Young will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one.
See it driving. See it driving.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. His third home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Hey, here it is. His third home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Daniel Murphy is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Drilled on the ground to short. Young is right there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely...
Will Venable will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
A 1 pitch on its way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. Troy Young will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, his 4th in the ball game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Incredible. I mean, if I wasn't sitting here, I wouldn't believe it myself. 4 home runs now in 1 game. In the history of baseball, this has happened like, what, 16, 17 times? What a show he's put on.
Digging in and looking for more, Juan Lagares. He singled his last time up. On the ground to short. This could be 2 to Gordon for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. This And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, No way you could look past this guy. Really a game he'll remember for a long time. 4 home runs. No other way to break it down except...
Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps player spotlight. Troy Young is in the glow, and he made a little history in his last game by being one of a small list of players to hit 4 home runs in a single contest.
Yeah, he had the whole baseball world buzzing after that performance, and for good reason. You know, you'll see guys get 2 or 3 home runs in a game now and then, but 4? That's truly rare. In fact, only 6.
Afternoon baseball now from beautiful Marlins Park in Miami, Florida. Today, the 3rd and final game. Ryan Gold stands in with another first-inning RBI opportunity in store.
Yeah, and this has been an impressive first inning for these guys, and you know they'd love to tack one on here.
Fielded cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. With that, here are Terry.
He's a catalyst for this offense when his bat is hot. Just needs to keep having good at-bats.
The shortstop, Troy Young.
Hit high and deep to right center. Venable going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 36 on the year for him. And the Marlins have made this a 2-1 game.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound, throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and...
Hey, plays it first.
In now, Dylan G, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Cozart has his sign. Here's the pitch. Here's a pop-up now. Echeverria is in his tracks now. And that's out number 2. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, over at shortstop in this one, we'll see an arm that you don't see very often. He has a cannon. He's the type of guy, he can kick a ball, boot it, still pick it up, and get the runner at first.
Now to the plate, Troy Young. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Gold is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Daniel Murphy will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Grounded to short. He's got it to second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting, left fielder, Juan Lagares.
David Wright strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Cozart sets. They'll try to put him away here on 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1. Halfway home, tied 2 apiece. Ryan Gold will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. A pause and the 0-2. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Oh, I didn't even know this.
Troy Young will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Here's a swing, and oh, man. Way out of here. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, as they take the lead 4-3.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, David Wright. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
You got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Right to Gordon, and not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just two.
Hey, come on, big dog.
Troy
Get your pitch.
Young stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Lagares moving to his left.
Oh, well, who cares?
1 away.
We won.
Well, runs at something of a premium here in this matchup, so it doesn't make it quite as hard to find our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 4-3. So long from South Florida.
One game under 500.
Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Twins, Target Field in Minneapolis. Tonight, the start of a 3-game interleague series between the Miami Marlins and the Minnesota Twins. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Troy Young gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Gibson looks in. Here's the first pitch. In the air to center field, and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 38th home run of the season for him, as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead. Ken Belcher will stand in, and with numbers like that, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Chopped weakly to the left. Prado gonna have to hurry on to first, and there were 2 down. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Just don't be stupid up there. Don't chase balls out of the zone.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Troy Young, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And now he's hitting left-handed where he's a lot more comfortable.
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, and the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
One of the keys for him getting the victory in his last start.
Avisail Garcia will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the .320 mark. Hit to short. Young on the grass, in time to first, and there are 2 away. Troy Young stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 8-0.
This is a guy you don't want to make a mistake to with runners on base, because when you do, he normally does something like this. This is a bolt right here. You could hang your laundry on this one, and it's going to wind up scoring.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Ground ball left side. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Coming to the plate again, Marcell Ozuna, as he'll bat for the second time in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Grounded weakly toward third.
Take a turn. Look.
Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. But 6 runs. Into the box, Gerardo Parra. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Let's go now. Let's go.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Oh, what a stop. He's up with it. The throw. Got him.
No way. That was...
Troy Young will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. This is hit high and deep out to left. Granderson going back. A leap at the wall by Granderson, but it's out of reach. A home run. Joe Mauer will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Brian Dozier digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now. Troy Young will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. And this one is gone. A home run. two-run shot to straightaway center, his fourth in the ballgame as the blowout continues.
Incredible. I mean, if I wasn't sitting here, I wouldn't believe it myself. 4 home runs now in one game. In the history of baseball, this has happened like, what, 16, 17?
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, seemed like everything he touched turned to gold. He winds up with 5 hits in the game. Without question, a standout performance.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 11-7. Good night from Minneapolis.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 11 runs on 14
This is
hits.
it for now, and have a great night. Have a great day.